guys, and welcome back to Sunshiny Days for me. Today we're going to be doing a cute resin tutorial on this guy here. You will need resin, something to mix with, a toothpick, stickers, glitter, confetti, coloring pigment, and paper towels. The coloring pigment can be resin pigment or an acrylic paint. Let's get started. Mix your resin according to package instructions. Mine is a 2-part resin with a 1:2 ratio. I'm making about 100 milliliters since I'm doing a lot of work today. Mix well. I usually mix for about 3 minutes. Also, if there are lots of bubbles in your resin, you can put your mixing cup in another shallow cup or bowl of warm water for about 5 minutes. Next, pour your resin into your mold of choice, but don't do it all the way to the top. Leave a bit of room for glitter or color to become a backing later. Pick your stickers ahead of time to save some time, since resin, depending on what kind you use, can start to cure rather quickly, especially in heat. Also, be sure to use PVC stickers so that they don't get a watermark like some paper stickers do. Place your stickers on the bottom of the mold facing your table surface. Make sure you're happy with the placement. I'm doing this inside a cardboard box to be able to carry my mold to its drying cupboard more easily, so it won't spill as much. You can use a tray or cutting board to do the same if you're not leaving your mold where it is. After placing your stickers, start adding confetti decorations. Here's a tip. Leave them on the surface for a far-away effect, or you can sync them to have them at the same level as the sticker. Experiment to see what you like best. Also, move them around to make sure they are where you want them. You can use a toothpick to do this. Now that you're done decorating, wait 12 to 24 hours for the resin to set. Check your package for instructions. Now choose the colors you want to use for your backing pieces. Here you can see some of the glitter I'll be using. I know I want to use 3 types of glitter for some of my Halloween pieces to make a candy corn effect. So I mixed a new batch of resin and added the glitter to the resin. And of course, mix well, each in its own separate cup. If you plan to do layers like I am, you need to move fast or there won't be room for all of them. Next, add your acrylic paint or color pigment to some resin and start filling your other backings. Resin, depending on the kind, can set fast, so you need to move relatively quickly with your pieces, so plan ahead before starting. If you make a mess, just wipe it up with paper towels or wet wipes. If you see bubbles in the backings of your resin, you can use a lighter to gently hover above it to pop the bubbles. Now my favorite part, demolding. If you have spills like you see on some of mine, trim the edges with nail scissors while the cabochons are fresh out of the mold and still a bit soft. Then file down any rough edges with a nail file. Once that's done, give them a good wash and dry them off. Now pick the cabochon of your choice for the keychain. I'm using one of my Gudetama pieces. You will need a bail to glue to your cabochon, some eye pins, some jump rings, a keychain, some decorative beads of your choice, and of course, some pliers. I'm using two different kinds. I'm using a bead plier and a regular plier. You will need to glue on your bail first. I normally use resin and let it sit another day, but for time's sake, I'm using super glue. Droplets to the bail and press it down for a few seconds to make sure it's in the right place. The bail is in place, get yourself an eye pin. Now take your eye pin and run it through the bead of your choice. Make sure the rounded part is on the bottom of the bead. Now trim the rest of the pin to size. Once it's at a good length, use your pliers to fold over the neck of the pin back into the bead. Make it tight. Now grab two jump rings. Use the pliers to bend open the ring. Slide one side to the hook on the top of the bead and also to the bottom of the keychain's chain. Now close the jump ring using the pliers. Make sure there are no gaps in the ring, otherwise the bead might slip off. This is how the first part should look. If you use super glue to secure your bail, test to see if it's now firmly set. If it is, you can now do the same for the bottom and hook it through the bail. Remember to close it securely with no gaps in the jump ring. You're done! You can add more decorative beads along the chain using more jump rings if you like, but I'm just gonna keep it nice and simple today. Now you can go and show off your homemade bling. If you guys liked this tutorial, please hit the thumbs up down below and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more crafting videos coming up soon. As for this little guy, he'll be going up on my Etsy if you're interested in buying him, so check the links down in the description box. So that's it, Sunshiners. Until next time, may all your days be sunshiny.